that spot in a couple of past years. We'll see if Conman can surmount him going into this round 1.
Absolutely. I mean, Conman has been playing really hot today. Took that big upset win over Squid Plumber and Pools, and we'll see if we can rock a little bit of that momentum coming into this set. Both players so far just starting out, throwing out projectiles.
A little bit of that footsie game.
A little bit of that footsie.
And again, Conman's just seemingly biding, waiting this time, trying to go toe-to-toe with those lemons and the metal blades with his gyro and laser. But once you get up close to that mid to close range, that leaf shield's so devastating for such a big character like Rob. And off the back of that, once you get comboed, landing when you have to get around the barrage of up airs is certainly no small feat either.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be tricky to weave around with such a big body to kind of maneuver. Able to get around, though, still getting just thrown up into the air. I mean, MPG, of all the Mega Mans in the world to face right now, is going to be one of the tougher ones to just get through the bullet hell that is going on. Oh, up air into forward air, not going to take it off the top quite yet. Rob's a big boy. Oh, and what a tech!
Yes, absolutely. Saving his skin, trying to get some semblance of maybe like damage on, because I don't see the stock lane going the other way, but maybe the vision is in Conman's head as he fights back with a double up air to back to main stage. Again, trying to land in with that nair to get things started. Down smash because MPG was gravitating a little too close, but betting all with a multi-hit side B will force Conman off to the side and fight tooth and nail to get back to main stage. A very tall mountain to climb to get around. Finally does so with a third of up air of all things.
Yeah, I mean, it's not over until it's over, and you gotta finish your food a little bit there. But MPG ending up getting on the board first, and it's just gonna continue to rack up that percent, 18%. And Mega Man is definitely the kind of character who will nickel and dime you out. He's really hard to catch, so Conman is gonna have to figure something out to really pin MPG down in the corner and try and take advantage of that.
Absolutely, a battle of attrition if there ever was one, for sure. And again, Conman, even though he's down a stock, he's biding his time, almost pinpointed that back air to seal the deal on that stock. But like you said, he's still playing very patiently, very reserved, something that a lot of skilled players, they don't let the stock count go to their heads. They just have to keep playing their game, keep at it, and wait for it to work out, or very quickly pivot off of that if it just over time still doesn't work out in their favor. And right now he's gaining some ground and putting MPG on the back pedal a little bit right now.
Yeah, just one interaction at a time, and every little bit here definitely hurts for Conman. But I also do like the fortitude to not overextend and to just be patient. You're gonna get the stock eventually, and
right.
I'm glad that we're not doing anything like going for a weird hard read or something like that. Because yeah, up throw is gonna take it there, and 64% honestly not looking too bad here.
Yeah, especially on the Rob. You know, we say he's a bigger character, he's going to get more damage on him, but he is a slightly heavy compared to other medium weights, so he'll definitely put MPG to task here on these second stocks. But again, that leaf shield rather on that mid range, such a huge mountain for Conman to climb into, to get around rather, because he has to go in with the body of Rob to get the brunt of his damage done, and he's just colliding with that leaf shield to try to get around the true target that is the Mega Man. So it's going to be very devastating for him going forward, especially with those afterburners of that down smash. Going to clean up on that second stock there.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that MPG is controlling the pace of the match so much, and it's really hard to get up in there. And even when Conman is getting in, we're not really doing enough damage to make up for, you know, the difficulty that it takes getting in there. But finally, a big old laser is going to come on through Nair and a side B to get him off the stage. This could be a big opportunity, but oh, we go for a little something there. And MPG scrambling off the stage, trying to end the stock early with the down air, and 40% for your troubles right there. Conman just going for one hard read, ending up getting him punished and sitting at 80% on this last stock. Now MPG with the opportunity to take it here. Conman going high and finally getting his rotors to touch the ground.
Yeah, and speaking of rotors, with the afterburners in the back pocket at the same time, finally able to claim that second stock. Well, like you said, the damage is accumulating now. All told, 112. Fighting back with gyro in hand, making it 2v1. Trying to get something started, but the up airs are going to send Rob to the skies with those drafts, and we'll see if he can surmount them. No, with the combination of the Flame Blade will seal the deal for that first round for MPG, but signs of adaptation there for Conman, so he'll definitely give him a run for this money, hopefully, in this round 2 coming up.
Yeah, it definitely seems very tricky for Rob to actually be able to get in. I think the biggest adaptation that Conman can make is just making more out of those openings more often. He had a little bit of a godsend there when he hit when MPG like hit the up air into the back air the first time and wasn't able to come out with something.
Sure, yeah.
But I think we just stick to the solid game plan, and I think we'll definitely have an opportunity to maybe take this game to on Hollow Bastion.
Absolutely, yeah. With the fortress that this stage provides for the projectile players, it's certainly a double-edged sword for both these characters, whether you have the control of it or not. So we'll see Conman try to get something started, but right now, staring down a flawless Mega Man. No, Gyro silences that opportunity, but still, all told, 72, now 89 put on the Rob, and with a simple jab, trying to stifle his recovery at the same time, trying to trick up Conman's movement back in, and going from the weakest of hits to the strongest of hits in Mega Man's repertoire there. Great silencer on the down air and a very early stock going in the way of MPG here right now.
Yeah, just straight coast to coast. Can't take it off the side blast zone, so we haul our way down to the bottom one. But Conman with an opportunity here to do just the same. Almost gets the downer himself off stage, but not quite going to connect. And now MPG is just going to sit back in that corner like he does, like he did in the last game, and continue to nickel and dime this robot. Yeah, the well-practiced MPG knows to what extent he can lag out his recovery options and just how much time he can lag out in order to get back pretty cleanly. So avoiding those down airs, like you said, very, very well. And Conman at least trying to pick up the pieces right now. Again, fighting back, having to get back on main stage, maybe resorting to go the other side. No, sort of bait switches there with gravitating more towards the center low point of Hollow Bastion. And now MPG just free reign to go chasing him off the side, but catching him with a multi-hit. Great little scoop up there from Conman. 99 all told, like you said, maybe one or two combos. He has to fight back to get in, but an air dodge will leave him with a huge, huge disadvantageous state, and he has to clean up a lot to keep his winner side hopes here alive. Yeah, I mean, that was a lot of tomfoolery going on off stage right there from coast, like on each side of the stage. I feel like that's where a lot of the murky waters and their interactions have been coming up. But now Conman just stuck in the air, having such a hard time landing. Get up attack, gonna get called out by the Leaf Shield, and MPG is just holding strong, continuing to put on that pressure, and continuing to just wall Conman out. Bite after bite. Yeah, the Nair's the lead-in that most Robs try to go for, and you see him trying to at least start something with a hop in there, hop out Nair. But MPG all too wise for it. Finally gets a Nair connection, but he was forced off stage, so nothing off the back of it. And we'll see with the platform games, MPG drops, gets a weak Shoryu for his efforts. You know, like you said, nickel and diamond, anything is going to be the slow but steady ascent up the mountain, taking down MPG, letting him get careened down in the avalanche. But no, I forgot this is a best-of-5 situation, so he has the stake in the side of the mountain on the sheer cliff. Conman has one final hope to take the 3-2 swing as we go to PS2 and maybe hopefully see that happen. Yeah, he's been keeping up and putting a good fight. I feel like he just needs to win some more of these interactions. I mean, MPG is really doing a lot of the pace setting, and I feel like I sound like a broken record, but he...
I mean, it's the story that's being told right now.
It is the story that's being told. Like, he needs to get more damage on the board, and he needs to figure out how to be able to actually get in there, because he's had his advantage states. He's had his moments where he's gotten, like, Z-drop into that side B or put on pressure that way, but because MPG is just able to get such an early lead, and, that's not going to be the way to do it. That happened in Game 2 as well.
Right.
Certainly can't be too happy about that one.
A little bit of an opportunity there for mid-range side B before they went to the down below side B here, below platform there. But still off the back of that unexpected stock loss, Conman commanding the stage a little bit better right now. 66 damage on. Probably looking for some conversion that leads out to the stage, and probably still looking for that side B takeout. And that's why we have MPG playing almost rock solid and magnetized essentially to that mid-stage gameplay right now. Trying to keep Conman away from those ledges, but a down smash will reverse the tables right here. We'll see if he can force out MPG and get this stock claim that he so desperately needs.
Conman has been doing such a great job of trying to climb this one back, though, just keeping MPG at those ledges and actually using his imposing presence as a means to stay or keep him in the corner and to stay in there and just reacting to what he's doing. But now MPG is kind of like holding on to that a little bit more and using that idea of like, Conman is getting close to me, so I'm going to throw him out things that they're not going to be able to react to in time, and that's how a lot of this damage is getting put on. MPG adapting so quickly, and it's so telling as to why he's such a consistent player.
Oh yeah, a very movement-oriented Mega Man. He really bobs and weaves around the. If there are any platforms, he bobs and weaves around them, basically like the infinity sign. But if not, he can still, you know, basically make you think that there's a platform there and just keep the aggression basically as a question mark, whether he's going to be in one spot or another. And now 162, just like you said before, he's just playing a very slow game, but it's a very sure game. And because of that, Conman is now staring down a 3-1 situation on stocks.
Yeah, I think it's very difficult for Conman at this point. I mean, MPG is just not falling for any of the tricks that Conman has and is really just making the most out of anything. I mean, Conman, you got to get on the board here if you want to have just some potential, some last breath. Try and put yourself on the board, and that side B is going to be a great way to get it started. But what does Conman have left in the tank? Is he able to get in there with the gyro and maybe get something started off stage? And
I was going to say, with the fresher Mega Man, MPG can be a little more bold and move in and try to get more up-close damage. But no, he's just sticking to his guns, playing the game that he's been playing, because if it isn't broke, it's certainly not needing to be. Absolutely, yeah. And for any kind of robot, that's crucial. You don't want you don't want to buy the warranty. You don't want those prices climbing up at all. Oh my word! What a bait fake out with the rush, thinking that he was going to control main stage, and then just a quick shift out on that right side and silencing it with that back air of all things. MPG again. Blink and you'll miss it movement, and blink and you'll miss it winner side hopes as Conman is sent down to losers.
Yeah, I mean, that was so smart as well, going out there for the edge guard, jumping off of rush so that even if we missed the back air, we would still have a rush. It wasn't like he was throwing his stock away, right?
Right.
We still had another rush in the back pocket, and we were still able to maintain that control. I mean, MPG just showing a masterclass of how to play patiently and to just not give up on your game plan no matter what happens.
Absolutely. Again, those tried and true Smash players, the ones that can go the distance in the bracket, they stick to their guns. They know